ToonDoo, an HCI presentation for educators. HCI stands for Human-Computer Interaction. The use of HCI in classroom settings has increased over the last few years. HCI is defined as how people interact with computers and its ease of use. For this professional development, the sample lesson that will be explained is part of the Family and Consumer Sciences curriculum. It involves cartooning, and there are a variety of ways that this can be incorporated into curriculum. For this HCI presentation, we will be using ToonDoo.com. ToonDoo is an online comic strip creator. It's absolutely free, so long as students have an active email account. With ToonDoo, students can create their own comic strip. What's nice about using ToonDoo is it's a new way to present knowledge learned for students, as opposed to making a post or creating a Google Slide document. Remember, with HCI, your focus should still always be on your educational standards for your content and not on teaching the students how to use the technology itself. ToonDoo, or any HCI, is used to aid learning and increase student interest, not to teach them technology. The goals of this lesson will be for students to demonstrate their knowledge of the content and to demonstrate their creativity. ToonDoo is easy to use and requires minimal time to learn. Therefore, more time can be spent demonstrating their knowledge of the content as opposed to you teaching them how to use ToonDoo. I purposefully was not specific as to what content to use with ToonDoo. For example, in the Family and Consumer Sciences curriculum, you can ask students to represent what they have learned on nutrients, the basic nutrients, with a comic strip, or they could demonstrate one of the 4 main parenting styles with a comic strip. There are a lot of good things about ToonDoo. Some of the pros are that it's easily shareable, so that students don't have to print out their comic strip for you to be able to see it. They can just electronically send it to you. Its personalization is nice. Students can import their own images, create their own images from scratch, or use one of the hundreds of pre-made images that ToonDoo has in their folders. The other thing is, as we all know as educators, students will not finish this assignment in one class period. So what's nice about it is that they can save this and come back to it or work on it at home. Some things, as with any technology, that ToonDoo has as cons is that it can become slow if the student is having a lot going on in their comic strip. If the student accidentally X's out or exits out of their window without saving first, they will lose any work that they started and will have to start over. And because ToonDoo has hundreds of images and ways of creating comic strips, it can be overwhelming for students to see all of the different choices they have, and you wouldn't want them to spend too much time looking at images as opposed to actually getting their work done. This is a lesson that can be used if you do not have technology or if technology is down that day. Comic strips have been done with the paper and pencil method for years, so that's not an issue. But making this from scratch involves more creativity and involves more patience on the part of the students. ToonDoo has helpful how-to tutorials with step-by-step screenshots that make it easier for you to get comfortable with ToonDoo yourself. And what's nice is they gear these specifically towards educators. You can see these to-dos, how-tos on ToonDoo using this link, which I will also post in the description of this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy using ToonDoo as much as I do.